Hello again, YouTube people. Welcome back to my definitely not dead channel. Today, since this highly unrequested topic has popped up, I shall be showing you around my room, giving a setup tour, all the stuff. You clicked on the video, you know what the title is, you know what's happening. You get to stare at stuff. So start with this thing that's definitely going to be very interesting. Storage shelf. Nothing cool about this whatsoever. Perfectly normal. Over here we have the world, but it's not round. Here we have my very small Tic Tac collection. Completely irrelevant. There's a door over here, that's interesting. Flying stuff, very boring as well. More storage. Hello. Here is where I keep all my Lego projects. As you can see, we got boat, car, other car, pneumatic stuff, fan that blows up, random tank, part of a tank, other stuff you don't care about. Over here we have my air tanks to go with my pneumatic things. We also have the OG, this is a duck drawing, cards for Mao. Here we have drawers with stuff like notes, random stuff, cables, drone batteries, in brackets, explosives, books that I never read, stuff just piles up here. More drones. I need to test that one at some point. If you move over here, we have retro stuff, N64, PlayStation, GameCube, random frog that appeared out of nowhere, a TV that has rubbish viewing angles, Newt ducks. That's about it for there. We got another globe here, but it is round this time. Yes. Old thing. The boat, Steve Survivor 5. Yes, dang it. It does still exist. 3D printed stuff, random planes. We have a support that's for something cool. I'll show you that later. House, Zetros, other stuff. A switch, pneumatic. I'll show you that in a minute as well. But get back to that later because viewer retention and whatever. Over here, we have Le Pigeon. Sorry, poor camera work here. We have Le Pigeon, which also has removable head and contains more pigeons. We have pigeon viewing devices, including binocular and monocular. Don't ask why it's only mono. We have random tripod, which is very good for time lapses, but not much else. We have a window. Windows are very nice, especially when you can open them. Also, the key for this is broken. It snaps in half, so I can't actually lock it anymore, but you don't need to know that. We have telescope devices for staring at Mercury whenever it comes back around. We have this. If anyone's OG enough to remember that, leave a comment. Over here, we have, I used to have Tic Tacs up the wall, so now there are like 4 of them still on it. The rest all fell off over there, I showed you that. Here we have the legendary box, which still has the green screen in, as well as some, whatever those are, ticket things, completely irrelevant. PC that I use for Rocket League trading. Lights over here. Got this full RGB, as you saw, if it would work. And I think there's a music mode where it reacts to your voice. Turn it off quickly before I give anyone a seizure. If I sit down, we have Beats, completely broken, but they work. Electronics work fine. Everything else is snapped. No idea what they are. They're really old. They still work. Don't know how. There's a mess down here. Of course, we got Tic Tacs. Sugar supply, powdered Tic Tac. Don't know why I still have them. They're like 2 years out of date. MacBook, WSD broken. That's for War Thunder and editing pretty much. And Logic. Here we have monitor, as you can see, which is used almost exclusively for playing Rocket League on Le Switch. Switch dock. Electronics in there are taken directly out of the Switch dock that came with the Switch, but I 3D printed a little casing for it so the back of the Switch gets, breathe, gets more airflow, so it doesn't overheat, which it was doing quite a lot. Also has some nice little pigeons on it, as you can see. Pigeons. Hydration, very important. What have I missed? Ah, yes, the elephant in the room, which is out of focus for some strange reason. Lego storage, because of course I have to store it somewhere. I can't just have it all over the floor. So in here we have drawers all, dang it, categorized with different types of pieces. So like here I have 1x4s and 2x4s. Down here it's 1x2s, so flat studded tiles, bricks with things that you don't need to know. So that side's all system stuff and a few minifigures, batteries, junk. This side is all Technic, so I got stuff like small gears, larger gears, all of the stuff, whole thing for pneumatics, all of that. If you were not a nerd, look away now, you will cringe. The last thing, which I definitely haven't forgotten this time, if we climb up on top of the bunk bed, you will see that I have reached the peak of nerdiness. Yes, I have a train track running around the top of my bedroom. It's got a single line for most of it, splits off into 2 and then 3, so I can store stuff like these up here. Still not fully finished yet, so that you can see got support there. Here there's just a gap. This bit here isn't supported by anything other than the track, but some of it is screwed in. And I think I'll make a video for that later, don't worry. And final thing, I have a gaming chair. It does cool stuff, which I can't show off without showing off my face. And there's also another desk here that folds out. It's pretty good. Folds out the way. That is the end of the video because I have shown you around the room and there is nothing else to say. It has been 7 minutes and 50 seconds. Goodbye.